So even though I was saying before, because the stream was a little like everything's working the way it's supposed to work, and so I did the reset my computer. Things should be running a lot better now. What I'm doing is I'm just gonna set up this character. There are multiple parts in Warframe that we all love. So I'm actually gonna use the normal frost armor for this. But what I'm doing is like I'm doing like an anti version of Escanor from Seven Deadly Sins right now. So, because, okay, first of all, this is Frost. You all can see it. This is, so Escanor's power is soul, is pretty much, he has the power, the grace of the sun in the Seven Deadly Sins. And arguably one of the strongest characters, but, still mad that he was the only character that had to die after all that. Spoilers, my bad. Frost's powers, of course, is all ice. So this is why I'm thinking of doing like an anti-version of him. But like, if I give him like, cause normally Elseworld and like and palette swap, which is supposed to be, I'm not gonna do that. Escanor's armor in the Seven Deadly Sins was golden. This whole kit's gonna be built around stand out a little bit. I don't have a much better helmet than this, so I'm gonna stick with this one. One I want to use because he would probably be more like being fair. Boom. That's probably closer to like what Escanor would actually. But also, I don't think he really had much of it like the anime. Not so like I could also do without of it. So I have some options for other things if I didn't want to use it. Like I use this all the time if I want to have a back depth. Could use no, absolutely not. Or I use this a lot of times because like you could imagine like that's where he would put his, even though he's always holding Rita. Go ahead and especially because like these different weapons like do different builds and stuff like that, do fashion framing. So we're not gonna use that. So this might see that doesn't look like okay. So probably it'd make the most sense just to do this. It'd make the most sense just to do this. It is a one-handed else. I guess too. But that's a little bit more like not doing it for me. This could work. I don't have that on. Oh, you know what axe might work better. Because that would have been good. That's always a crowd playmate. Where's my oh, there it is, Sorrowfang. And I have to upgrade it anyways. Because it needs help. Boy, does it need help. We know what we're doing. Alright. So we're gonna level up this one a little bit. Let's change your appearance. Copy Warframe. This is my version of Escanor from Seven Deadly Sins. Now, unlike ice powers, he has freeze. He can, well, I gave him dispensary because I'm trying to give him longevity. His snow glow right there, and then avalanche, which is pit. I might not be using this build because dispensary is definitely weird. I might be using this one. I love that. So we're gonna do. This isn't horrible. Do I? You know what's crazy? My friend would absolutely yell at me because like, I have no. Yeah, no, I have no form into him. That's absolutely nuts. Let me. Max. We can do a lot better than this. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna fix my Frost. Frost is actually a very good unit. So the math things augments something in my character skill tree. So I understand this is the point where probably a lot of people will check out. I understand. So we should throw this on instead. Yeah, I'll lose some overall health, but I gain energy regen, which is super useful. He may not need rush there. I'm gonna be so honest with you, but I deforma into frost. Going back to what you asked me, Lynn, like how much customization you do have with a lot of these characters. That makes me think about something. I'll have to work on that later. But so because it is a lot, and with it, we are going to take this off now, and everyone just ignore. I don't need two. So I will put back on my little shoddy over here that I love. What is my companion? Honestly, put on carrier instead. Or you know what? Where is? Or you know what? Where is? These are all my pets. I guess I'll go with Liger. Fine. Yeah, you'll do some damage for me. Yeah, that's fine. That should. All right. Ooh, I don't know if I like that gold on it, but all right. So dropping in. I'm not gonna go back to that. I'm gonna do a couple more relics. I mean, I would shine right now in like a defense. So let me see if I can't find a decent defense to do. Ooh, look at that. Boom. Just come on. Like, Frost is probably the defense can on your. Like, that's just common sense for a Frost build.
Will you help us, Tenno, and our cause?
Our position has been compromised.
So, but my. Alright, so throw the globe down, they can't attack it. And now for my fun. Put on Gloom, which slows enemies in the vicinity around you and gives you lifesteal. So now, even if people do hop in, that's my cruel son, if you will, for those of you who know the anime. So as long as this thing is because this has its own health and stuff like that and shields, but this is just a protective dome that just stays there as long as I keep its health up. And right now it's at 9. And then with there, I have regen. So because Gloom is supposed to drain over time and be like a constant drain, but I think I'm making more than enough energy back to compensate for that drain. So literally, like, it costs me nothing to run it. So it's gonna keep expanding inside because it's a whole radius around me, and it's gonna slow enemies down. So this is just like crowd control out the ass. So I could, the biggest issue in Warframe is like, enemies trying to attack you, but if they're moving so slow that they can't even do damage. Oh, there was more than one target? Wow, okay. Well, let me, cool thing is, you can drop. So if I have to do multiple places, it's still over here too? Is there another one over here? There is. Hold on. So there's a lot more of these things that I need to guard. That does chunk away from your life, so. I want to assume they only attack one at a time, but even if they didn't, I could always summon more help. But Warframe is just one of those games. You would just kind of have to get into your own rhythm and just keep playing. But there are characters you should always have kind of ready. Like there are some I think you're not always like, you're going to have different characters for different mission types. So, Frost is an excellent for like mobile defense, is excellent for like defense missions, like probably is one of the better units for a defense mission, hands down by themselves. Like the ability to block incoming damage, and just like you can recast it, so it really, as long as you keep energy up, like even if this gets low, I could cast another bubble like right here and it'd be no problem. Now these guys suck, these green dudes, but he's dead. But as long as they're, you know, and like I said, with Gloom, everyone's getting, I think that's why I keep on this little flamethrower, because like I don't have to do quick damage. I can let the tick damage build up, you know, over time, and then your character will, you know, be down. I see. So I gotta keep jumping in between the objectives here. But again, it stays here. So I think I can have up to 4 bubbles. Maybe it's 3, but it's one of them. This is one of the syndicate missions. They even give me 2 little helpers. So I honestly could throw down a Spectre right now and probably go AFK, but I only have 2 waves remaining. So I'm like, I'll get my attacks in now. Well, I'm trying to hope like we're killing things pretty quickly. Plus I have my companion on, but like look how slow he's moving. Like you'll see, like when people around, like they're way slower than they. 40% is a huge debuff. Is massive. Plus it gives me lifesteal. So even if I take damage, I'm gonna bounce back from it. I wonder if I even have to fight. Like if I stand here, I'm pretty sure I can put my controller down and then just let it do its thing. Because they were not going to be able to hit me. My Kavat got killed by the little Spectre guys. But me put my controller down and not do anything. Be fresh every once in a while. But like I said, with the weight, actually am not, it's Gloom is not costing me anything. Well, okay, you suck. Where's he at? I mean, it's better if I kill people anyways, because then I get the experience. But like, I would have been stupid green energy blast, because it tends to, I don't really use my secondary too much. So I do like this build. I have a lot of things to add to it. Like